Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Trade with Arshil, and today it's my first video in this year 2022. I've got some background music playing. I'm gonna be talking about why you should trade smart money concepts in 2022. I've got 4 reasons why you should and some really amazing examples for you guys as well. Also, I'm gonna be bonus session in the last bit of this video. I'm gonna show you guys some setups that I've ready for the coming week. So let's just get into it. And to start with, I'm just talking about why should you trade SMC in 2022, right? Um, and the first thing that comes to my head is risk reward, guys. High risk reward. Sorry, low risk, high reward. So what this means is high reward. So what this basically means is, you know how I literally guarantee my students that you will never ever blow your account if you trade with me. Like, you will never blow your account. Can you even imagine what type of guarantee that is? But the reason is, and I also tell them this, that if you do blow your account, it's due to, like, if you follow everything I say, you're never blowing your account. But even if you do, it's gonna take very long time, because what happens is, let's say you start trading from $1,000 account, all right, and you lose trades, the risk reward is so high that once you win a trade, you're getting back here, and then you lose again. Like, you're the worst trader in the world. Like, you're the worst. You don't know shit, but you're still following whatever I taught, and then you can be like this. Basically, even if you suck so much, one win and you get here, one win and you get here. So even through this method, it's gonna take you at least 1 year or two before you lose your complete account. So that means a long time, right? You have so much potential, and you won't suck that much. Nobody does, right? At the end of the day, if you practice properly, if you do follow all the plans and stuff, you would get there. And if you do not, in 2 or 3 years, trading is definitely not for you. So that's one thing. That's one of the reasons I really love smart money concepts, because no matter what, it has changed my life completely. It's one of the best decisions I've ever took in my life, and it's all because of curiosity. At the end of the day, I wanted to learn. I want to learn. I never say no to things, and so that's it. The risk reward is really high, guys. I never take a trade unless it's at least 1:5. So it has to be at least 1:5. That's minimum for me. So that means for every $100 that I risk, I get $500 reward. So let's say if I lose $200, the next trade I win and I get $500. So my overall profit is $300. This is very common. The risk reward is really high. And if you follow all the proper methods, which are my 12 confirmations, as you guys can see here, usually I have a complete video on my 12 confirmations. You can find it in my channel. I'll put some link up here or somewhere. I'll put up the link in my bio. So do watch that video if you want. If you follow these steps, definitely it's one of the best reasons why you should be trading smart money concepts in 2022. Number two reason that we have here is, basically, it's not as time consuming as people think it is. So what that means is, so what that means is, when I say it's not as time consuming, when you're beginning, of course you got to put in time to backtest. Of course, excuse me. So when you're beginning, of course, you gotta put in time to backtest. You gotta practice a bit. You gotta get your head into it. You gotta learn stuff like liquidity, order blocks, structure, fibs, imbalances, and a lot of things, right? In the beginning, you gotta put in some time. Let's say 1 month, 2 months, or so on. I prefer at least 4 weeks. I think in 4 weeks, a person can be really good at smart money concepts, like be really good, and then it comes down to like experience and practice, right? So that's what I teach my students. That's what I say all the time. So what I'm gonna say today is basically, if you like, it's not as time consuming, because how I trade. Let me give you guys an example. For example, I have this setup marked up already for this week. All right. So this week I already have this setup marked up. I know it's gonna be acting up when the market opens, probably in a few days, in tomorrow basically. So I already have this set up. What do? As soon as the market opens, I put up a limit here, I put my stop loss here, I put my take profit here, and I forget it. I literally forget it. What I do, I come up here and I put up an alert here, as you can see, alert, right? So at alert, I would put up an alert in my phone whenever the market reaches around this area. There's gonna be an alert. I'm gonna know that my trade is being executed and so on. So and then I just follow it like once a day, or like I just look it up in a few hours and so on. So you're not putting it as time as people think it is. Now, if you want to, you can put in time, such as you can go to the lower time frames and trade like that. But that is way too time consuming for me because I have businesses and other stuff that I want to do as well, not just trading. Trading is amazing, but I love doing business. I love doing, let's say you love doing your job and you want to trade for some extra money. So what you do is you put in limits, you trade with limits, and it's not as time consuming. Like for me, I literally sit down for 30 minutes a day at night for the charts, or 1 hour at night for the charts, and just backtest, practice, or put in or find out charts like trades and put in limits, and then go to sleep, and then follow up the next day for a few hours. Like not trade a few hours, not look at few hours. Like in every 2 3 hours, I'm looking in my mobile, in my phone, and I just look at, oh, okay, this is how the trade's doing. Oh, this is how where the market is. So that's not as time consuming. That's like 5 minutes of your day at the end of the day, or 10 minutes of your day, and I think it's very worth it. To be very honest with you, I think it's completely worth it. Um, I think yeah, exactly. I was here, right? So I think it's completely worth it. I lost it. Yeah, so it's completely worth it if uh, like it's not as time consuming. If you want to learn, this is the best shit to learn. If you want to trade properly, this is the best way to do it. And I really, really, really think you should get into it. And if you want, I can help you out. So do join my group. It's in my bio. And now let's go in the third reason, which is no bullshit model. What do I mean by this? Excuse me again. I'm not that well. Um, no bullshit model. What this means is the charts are fairly simple. It's very simple. You have some methods, 12 for me. Here's my 12 confirmation. The first five are questions I actually learned from a person called Jenna. You can find her on Instagram or so on. I learned it a year or 2 years back, I guess, and it was one of the greatest things. It was an amazing thing that I learned from her, and I'm always grateful to her for it. And I that's why I implemented it in my confirmations, because it's so interesting and so helpful, to be very honest with you. So these are the first five questions you ask yourself, and then just the seven confirmations you want in the market. So it's that simple. Like the things are not that hard. For example, other people, when you look at their charts, they've got like trend lines flowing around like this, right? They've got these cup models, like cups, these cups, and then indicators going from here, and so many things. And if you look at my charts, it's like the simplest shit ever, right? For example, look at this. For example, like I have nothing except for like one thing and two things. Like it's that simple. The charts are that simple. I had this trade idea. Exactly, it's that simple. I only had this area marked up, and exactly worked out the way. If you look at it, exactly worked out the way, right? It's already at 1 is to 4.5. 1 is to 4. Already at 1 is to 5. Like already made 1 is to 5 risk reward already. So these are the models. Like this is that simple. It is not hard to learn. It is not hard to implement, and that's why I love it so much. And I think other people should look into it as well. And I think I really, really think it's the best way to trade right now. In my opinion, it is. And let's go into the fourth reason, which is it is the best way to get funded. Now, I'm not, these are all opinions at the end of the day, guys. I'm not saying that you have to be an SMC trader or something like that. But what I'm saying is it is the best way to get funded, guys. If you want to get funded with FTMO or MFF, or I'm not sponsoring anybody, by the way. It's just what I'm trying to say is because the risk reward is so high, even if you lose a trade, even if you do a really bad month, it is very likely that your month basically is gonna be like you're still gonna be in positive balance. So what these funded platforms do is if you are in positive balance, they're gonna offer you a free repeat to try and do it again. So these methods, this SMC method is so good. What happens is even if you had a bad month, it's very likely that you will be in a positive, you know, balance at the end of the day. And you can always take a repeat and so on. So I think if you are maintaining proper risk management, which is a really big key, which has nothing to do with SMC, it's all about psychology. If you're doing the proper risk management and following this risk reward and this easy model to trade, it's very likely that you will be a funded trader with this method, because it's not that hard. It is not that hard, guys, and I can guarantee you that it's not that hard. Just takes time and patience and practice and proper risk management and psychology, which is not really that hard. At the end of the day, it's all about patience and all about just putting in a little consistency in your life. 30 minutes a day at night charts, and 10 minutes a day you just check your charts during the day, like in your phone, not even in your computer. So I think that is more than enough. And if you are in your learning phase, I would say 30 minutes a day or 1 hour a day back testing. And I think that's one of the, like, even if you did learn already, I would say uh, practice 2 hours a week at least to backtest. That would be more than enough. So guys, these are my 4 reasons why you should start learning smart money concepts in 2022. And if you want to any kind of help, or if you want to learn more, please do join my group. It's in Telegram. It's Telegram at the Trade with Arshil. You can, I will put it in my bio. Also, I have an ebook which teaches exactly how you should be trading smart money concepts in my way, in my opinions. And it's an amazing book. It's in right now in offer with $10 off. Please do get it. Please do get it if you want, if you think you need it. It's in my bio as well. Really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get in a lot of videos this month, and uh, basically this year I'm planning to do a lot of videos. And now let's get into some charts to show you guys what I've got lined up for the week. Just a bit, 5 minute charts, and then I'm gonna do another video soon. So basically this is actually, I'm just gonna show you this trade. This is the only trade that I have right now marked up, and I would love it for a lot of people to practice on this trade, because it looks really good. I'm actually going to be putting up a limit as soon as the market opens, and whatever happens happens. So we've got liquidity, we've got liquidity captured, we've got liquidity capture, we've got liquidity to capture, we've got a break of structure, we've got fibs, we've got literally everything. If you look under it, yep, we've got literally everything. We've got fibs, we've got capture liquidity target, liquidity breakout structure, higher time from bias. Yes, it's bullish. In drawdown over here, the price doing now is trying to get back. Trading range, definitely. Agenda, they want to go bullish. Where is the money? The money's over here, right? So you've got all the 12 confirmations, and that's how you take a trade. It's that simple, guys. The charts look simple. It looks good. We're just trading with our eyes. You don't even have to use indicators and bullshit all like that. It's that it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please do subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.